video is on how to file Form ITR-4. Form ITR-4 is required to be filed by those resident individuals HUF partnership firm whose total income for assessment year 24-25 includes business income under Section 44AD or 44AE, income from profession calculated under Section 44ADA, salary or pension income from one house property excluding the brought forward losses or losses to be carried forward under this head, or income from other sources, excluding winning from lottery or income from horse racing. Form ITR-4, however, cannot be filed by those individuals, HUFs or partnership firms who are having total income from salary, house property or other sources above Rs 50 lakhs or are having income from capital gains. Further, an individual who is either a director in a company or has invested in unlisted equity shares cannot file ITR-4. Form ITR-4 can also not be filed by those taxpayers whose books of accounts are required to be audited under the Income Tax Act or by a non-resident individual. Let us now see the prerequisites for filing ITR-4. For the purpose of filing ITR-4, you should be a registered user on the e-filing portal with a valid user ID and password, and it is advisable that the status of your PAN is active. This video covers the step-by-step process of filing Form ITR-4 in online mode. However, the form can also be filed in offline mode using Departmental Excel utility and Common Offline utility. The utility can be downloaded from the Downloads section from the portal. The pre-filled JSON file of ITR-4 can also be downloaded from the portal and imported in the utility. To know more, refer to our video on filing of ITR in offline mode. Let us now see the key changes applicable in ITR-4 form for assessment year 24-25. With effect from assessment year 24-25, the new tax regime is the default tax regime. Therefore, in case the taxpayer wants to file their ITR in the old regime, they must opt out from the new tax regime. With respect to the details of the new tax regime under Section 115 BAC, following changes have been made in ITR-4. The question, have you exercised the option under Section 115 BAC 6 of opting out of new tax regime has been added, and the answer to this question has been set to default as no. If you wish to opt out of the new tax regime, you must select yes. Where the answer is selected as yes, taxpayer filing ITR-4 with business or professional income, the option need to be exercised in Form 10IEA. Form 10IEA is required to be furnished on or before due date for filing the income tax return on the e-filing portal. Another change which has been added in ITR-4 form for assessment year 24-25 is that the receipts in cash column has been added to claim enhanced turnover limit. Please note, the Finance Act of 2023 enhanced the turnover threshold limit from 2 crores to 3 crores for opting for the presumptive taxation scheme under Section 44AD. This was subject to the condition that the receipts in cash should not exceed the total turnover or gross receipts for the previous year. Similarly, Section 44ADA was amended to enhance the threshold limit of gross receipts from Rs 50 lakhs to Rs 75 lakhs, subject to the condition that the receipts in cash should not exceed 5% of the gross receipts for the previous year. To give effect to the above amendments, CBDT has amended ITR forms to include a new column of receipts in cash for disclosing cash turnover or cash gross receipts under the Schedule BP. Gross receipts are to be bifurcated as receipts through account pay check or account pay bank draft or bank electronic clearing system received or prescribed electronic modes received before specified date, and receipts in cash or any other mode other than 1 and 2 above. Another amendment which has been incorporated in ITR-4 for assessment year 24-25 is the standard deduction under Section 16. In scheduled salary, standard deduction under Section 16(1)(a) of Rs 50,000 has been added in the new tax regime also. Similarly, in income from other sources, deduction under Section 57(2)(a) against family pension is also available in the new tax regime. In Chapter 6A, Schedule GGC, 80U and Schedule 80DD have been added to provide additional details. In case the taxpayer claims any deduction under Section 80DD or 80U, then it is recommended to file Form 10IA before filing of income tax return. Form 10IA can also be filed after filing income tax return followed by a revised return so that the claim of deduction can be considered by the department. However, it is recommended to file Form 10IA before filing return of income to avoid any inconvenience later. Another change in Form ITR 4 for assessment year 24-25 is that while providing bank account details, type of bank account is also required to be selected out of the available drop-downs. Also, the selection of bank account for credit of refund has been removed from the utility from this assessment year. In case taxpayer is having multiple bank accounts, then refund will be credited to one of the pre-validated accounts available after processing the return. Let us now see the step-by-step process of filing ITR 4 in online mode. In order to file the form, you are required to go to the e-filing portal homepage and click on Login. On the login screen, you are required to enter your valid user ID and password. Post login, on the dashboard, click on e-file, go to income tax returns and click on File Income Tax Return. Select the assessment year as 24-25 and mode of filing as online and then click on Continue button. To start preparing the return afresh, click on Start New Filing. Select the status as applicable on you. You have two options to select the type of income tax return. If you're not sure which ITR form to file, you may opt for wizard-based return selection by clicking on Proceed button. Once the system helps you determine the correct ITR, you can proceed with filing your ITR. Wizard-based return selection helps you in choosing the correct ITR form. You can answer the qualifying conditions to know your ITR. Once the system helps you determine the correct ITR, you can proceed with filing your ITR. Read the instructions to fill out the form carefully and note the list of documents needed and then click on Let's Get Started. Please select the appropriate reason to the question, are you filing the income tax return for any of the following reasons, and then click on Continue. You can now see the various boxes. You can preview the pre-filled data and edit it if necessary. Enter the remaining or the additional data if required, and then click Confirm at the end of each section. Click on Personal Information section and provide your confirmation. Verify the details in the Profile and Contact sections. Select the nature of employment from the drop-down menu. In the Filing section, filed under Section 139 subsection 1 will be auto-selected. Please note, New Tax Regime is a default tax regime. Option No will be auto-selected for the question, have you exercised the option under Section 115 BAC 6 of opting of the new tax regime? Please note, the Finance Act 2023 has amended the provisions of Section 115 BAC to make it the default tax regime for the assessees being individuals and HUF for the purpose of filing Form ITR 4. If an assessee does not want to pay tax according to the new tax regime, you will have to explicitly opt out of the new tax regime and choose to be taxed under the old tax regime. Please note that if you are having income under the head Profits and Gains of Business and Profession, you can opt out of the new tax regime and switch to the old tax regime for a particular assessment year. However, the option can be exercised in Form 10IEA on or before the due date of filing return of income. Also, please note that the withdrawal from the option can also be exercised only once in the lifetime of the assessee in a subsequent assessment year. If you choose yes for exercising the option of the old tax regime, you would be required to choose between yes within the due date and yes beyond the due date. If yes is selected, you can enter the date of filing and acknowledgement number of Form 10IEA and enter the due date applicable for filing return of income. In the bank details section, enter the bank details and pre-validate the bank details. Now the personal information tab is confirmed. You can enter the relevant information in the gross total income section. You can verify the income details. You may edit the pre-fill information as per the documents available with you. Click the edit button and add the details of salary income. You can enter the details to claim the benefit under Section 89A if applicable and then click on add. Please note, if you are claiming relief under Section 89A, you are required to file Form 10E along with your income tax return. Click on Add/Edit Details of Breakup to add the details of house property income. You can choose between self-occupied, let out or deemed to be let out property. Enter the details and then click on Add button. If you have income from other sources, click Add Details. Enter the details of income from other sources and then click on Add button. Click on Add Details to add income from business and profession. You may choose between business, profession, and goods carriage. Click on Business section to enter the details of presumptive income. In the Profession section, enter the details of presumptive income from profession. Click on Goods Carriage section to enter the presumptive income from goods carriage business. Verify the details and then click on Confirm button. Gross Total Income tab is now confirmed. Now provide confirmation to disclosures and exempt income. Click on Add Details to add the financial particulars of business. Furnish the financial particulars here and click on Add button. Please note that the particulars marked with asterisk are compulsory. Click on Add Details to furnish information about GST and exempt income. You may add the GST number and the annual value of outward supplies under GST. Select the nature of exempt income, if any, and provide details. Click on the Add button. Verify the details to confirm the Disclosures and Exempt Income tab. Disclosure and Exempt Income tab is now confirmed. Now provide confirmation on total deductions. Please note, the default regime is the new tax regime. If you have not opted for old tax regime, only deductions under section 80CC2, that is employer's contribution to tier 1 NPS account, and section 80CCH, that is amount deposited in the Agniveer Corpus Fund, will be enabled. To claim deductions, you may opt for the old tax regime. Verify and claim the deductions here by clicking on the relevant deduction tile and then click on Confirm. Please note that if you are claiming deduction under section 80DD or section 80U, then it is recommended to file Form 10IA before filing of income tax return. Form 10IA can be filed later also. However, it is recommended to file Form 10IA along with return of income to avoid any inconvenience. In Schedule GGC, new fields have been added to provide additional details. Verify and claim the deductions by clicking on the relevant deduction tile and then click on Confirm. Deductions tab is now confirmed. You are required to provide confirmation to the Tax Paid tab. Verify your taxes paid from TDS on salary, TDS other than salary, TCS, advanced tax, self-assessment tax, and then click on Confirm button. Tax Paid tab is now confirmed. Provide confirmation on total tax liability. Verify your tax liability details as per the computation of tax and the tax regime selected. Tax Liability tab is now confirmed. You may click on Proceed button. If tax payment is required to be made, you can choose to pay now or pay later. It is advisable to pay now and pay the taxes using ePay tax service. After making the payment, you can verify the challan details in the income tax return before filing your income tax return. If no payment is required to be made, you can click on Preview Return. You may be required to enter a few details. You can check the preview of the return and then click on Proceed to Validation. Select the option through which you wish to verify your income tax return. Click Continue. You may choose to e-verify now or e-verify later. However, it is advisable to e-verify now. Post-verification, you will receive a success message that you have successfully filed and verified your income tax return. Filing